What up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. On today's episode of TAETV, it's not like a story time, but it's kind of like, just my personal opinion. So we're going to call this my personal opinion. And today's personal opinion is on why I will not have kids. And so first I want to give my disclaimer as far as I know there are hundreds of people, thousands of people out there who are trying to have kids every single day. People who constantly are trying to have kids and who can't have kids. I just think that this is my personal perspective. I am not trying to persuade anyone to have children or to not have children. This is honestly just my opinion based off of everything that I've been through in my life. So that was my disclaimer. And if you guys are new to this channel, please make sure you guys subscribe. I'm gonna be reading notes off of my other iPhone here, and as to why, I have like 5 reasons, 5 facts, 5 reasons as to why I will not have kids. So starting off, the first one: newer generations are getting worse, and they have different ways of thinking. And I honestly truly feel that because I know the way that a lot of these younger parents nowadays are raising their kids. These kids are on the phones. Bro, I didn't get my first phone until I was in like the 8th grade. That's when I had my first phone, and it was a flip daddy. It wasn't even just no normal phone. It was a flip phone. It was a cell phone, bro. That shit was just like the basic of basic as phones can get. And it wasn't nothing extra. It wasn't no iPad, no tablets, all the extra stuff that these kids have nowadays, and they're on YouTube and they're doing all this extra stuff. I honestly, truly did not have that. So, I mean, I am not hating. I'm just saying, like, this technology is getting to these kids' heads because they're having access to a lot more information that they should not have access to, and it's making them act a little bit differently than how we in the previous generations did act. And I know they will say like every generation acts crazy on their own, every generation is worse than the previous one. They'll say that, but nah. If you can look and truly understand, like, yeah, I see why my parents disciplined me this way, I see why my parents kept me away from certain things, then you got these newer kids just coming along like, fuck it. That's how you know there has to be a line drawn. I think it's this technology shit. And so me, that's that's why I have a lack of patience and I don't have time to be dealing with no badass kids. I just don't. That's just my personal opinion, perspective. Also, too, I feel like newer generations, they lack like the respect for adults. Like a lot of these younger kids, they'll say like, "Oh, I'm not gonna respect someone that's not going to respect me," and with that, I honestly truly do understand that. But when you literally are saying this about somebody who's paying your bills, feeding you, making sure you're clothed, you have a roof over your head, all this extra stuff that they don't need to be doing because shit, your ass could have been aborted or adopted. I mean, shit, somebody might not agree with that, but that's the truth. Like at the end of the day, your parents are providing for you, and yeah, if you want to say yeah, then they shouldn't have laid down, they never should have had me. Well, so be it. Yeah, you didn't consent to be here, but guess what? You are here, and so what are you gonna do about that? Like you have to realize, like you cannot say like, oh, I have to have respect to give it. No, you are a child. You are a minor. You are someone that is younger than your parents. Regardless of whatever, you still have to respect them. I understand that our parents may not be in the best like frame of mind, or we may not understand each other exactly 110%, but my whole thing is, at the end of the day, if you don't mess with them, don't mess them. Love them from a distance, but that still is your mother or your father. You definitely do have to obey them. And so then that leads to like what I was getting into next, with the kids having sex at a young age, like and doing drugs at a young age, and all this extra activity that they feel like they need to partake in. And I feel like these children are really doing this type of stuff as far as a rebellious act. They're trying to rebel against their parents. And rebelling is not going to get you anywhere, but your parents hurt, them making them feel like they did something that they're going to regret, like, oh man, I didn't raise them the right way, or maybe I could have did something better, when no, really in reality you were talking like, oh, I want this respect, I should have had this respect. But that's not the case. You should have been a respectful child and then understood what your parent was trying to teach you, because had you heeded your parents' lessons, and then once you get to a certain age, you like, damn, my dad was telling the truth. My mom was telling the truth. they wasn't just messing with me. They wasn't just trying to pick on me. Like, they was actually looking out. And then by the time you reach that age, it's too late because you already been fucking sucking, doing drugs and all that extra shit. That is not necessary. So that's my second reason as to why I won't have kids. Like, they're hard-headed, they lack respect, and they just kind of do whatever the hell they want. Like, they just don't, you know? But, so I guess number 3 would also be the lack of parental support, because I honestly feel like, based off of my experiences, when you feel like your kids are doing whatever the hell they want to do, and they're not listening to you, you kind of back off. As long as they're not getting in crazy trouble, you're kind of just like, alright, I'm going to let them do whatever the hell they want to do. They think they got it, let them be grown. But I feel like that's where the problem comes in. Like, you can't neglect the situation. You definitely have to put more attention in on the situation because of what's going on. If the behavior is not normal behavior, or the behavior is considered like acting out, then of course you might want to step in and, you know, infiltrate the situation and figure out what is going on, what's the root of this cause, how can we fix this, how can we alleviate this problem so that way you will not have these issues later on in life, you know? And so I feel like the lack of parental support also makes me want to not be a parent, because I think that I could fall into that same exact trap. I honestly truly feel like I would just be like, you know what? This little nigga here ain't listening to me. Fuck it. Do what you want, find out the hard way. And I honestly feel like that's not coming from a place of love or a place of hate. I feel like it's coming from a place of exhaustion, because, you know, as a parent, you truly do try to put your child's best foot forward. You honestly truly do try to make sure your kids are in the best place. And me, I'm speaking as a parent with no children. I only have 2 godchildren, and I don't want to say only because those 2 kids are like the brightest things in my life that I have, and I love them too. Like I look up to them every single day just to talk to them and see their smiles on FaceTime, like, because we live in different cities and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying, just if someone does not have kids, I just know, like, the kind of parent that I might want to be, and I might would want to be a little bit more attentive than some of these parents are actually nowadays. Okay. So, the last one. Oh. This is a good one, y'all. Because I'm selfish. My 5th reason why I won't have kids is because I'm selfish. And I'm going to just read out what I have here. And it says, I've always been selfless, and I've always realized that you have to be selfish, because a lot of times I feel like you give so much more than what you receive back. A lot of us truly feel like that. Like, you just constantly giving, and always being the bigger person, always being the nicer person, and it doesn't pay off. But with that too, it doesn't necessarily benefit you because you're focusing on that negative connotation. Sometimes you honestly truly have to just realize, you know what? I am the bigger person, and that's what I was put here to be. I was put here to be that person that's the giver, the stake in the family, or the stake in the friendship, the stake in whatever situation you may have going on. You know, I was put here to be that pillar for everyone else to lean on, but that does get exhausting. So with that too, I do say we need emotional breaks. But I know me, I get so fucking frustrated, flustered, have anxiety really bad. I was diagnosed with social anxiety, which is neither here nor there. But I just get so bad with the shit. It's just like, I'm a little bit too selfish. I don't think that I could have children. It's just because of that. But yeah, guys, today I wanted to give you guys my 5 reasons on why I probably won't have children. I honestly can see myself having kids in the future, but I will say, if it's my choice, I'm not having no goddamn kids, yo. And I love all the babies. I love my godchildren. Love you, Micah and Micaiah. And love you too, Michael, for making those beautiful babies. And my baby siblings, my sisters, my brothers, all that. I love you guys all. But I will say, I'm not having no goddamn kids on my own if it's up to me. And with that, I will say, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and that like button, and make sure you guys comment your opinions. If you guys will have children or not, what's your perspective? If you guys have been going through hard times with fertility issues, please let me know that down in the comment box below. And just, you know, fill me in and let me know, enlighten me if I was, I guess, a little bit too harsh on a subject or on one of my perspectives or opinions, or you guys feel like you need to enlighten me. Just let me know in the comment box down below. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of TAETV.